Morning, my people. Happy Saturday, and it is November 8th. And I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ because with Him all things is possible. Good morning to all my kings and queens, boys and girls on this Saturday. For all my travelers that are traveling, because even though it's Saturday, some of us still have to travel. So for everybody who is going to work, please arrive there safe. Coming home from work, uh, arrive there safe. Uh, you know, no rushing. If you're late because you went out and party last night, that's pretty much your business. Do not, I repeat, do not get in your car trying to rush to where you gotta go and hurt somebody in the process of you getting there. All kids should be getting as much sleep as you can because before you know it, Monday I'll be right back here. If some of you guys don't have jobs, I hope everybody's feeling blessed and appreciated and thankful for seeing another day and knowing with Him all things is possible. What's up, family? I'm over here like so out of it. I was almost missed that I had to go live. I had just did my YouTube short, but I was in the house walking around and forgetting, like, oh man, I gotta do my short. I mean, I gotta do my video. I was like, oh God, we get to it. Happy Saturday, y'all. We're gonna get started in a second. As far as me getting in my room, I'm in my kitchen right now, getting some things together. So I want y'all to bear with me, and then we'll take it to the lab. Take it to the lab in a second. Um, I appreciate everybody joining me last night for my chop up with Mr. Bonia Ward. It was great. Shout outs to her. Definitely looking forward to bringing her back up on the show. Um, it was something that, like I said, I wanted to get more females, uh, amateur and pro female amateurs on the show. So 2026 is definitely going to be one of them years where I'm gonna make it happen. So yeah, appreciate every single last one of y'all that came through. But let's get the chopping it up, man. Let's not waste no time. So for my newcomers, my regulars, everyone, welcome to the No Dub Zone podcast. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe, my people. All right. Y'all give me a second because I'm still moving around. Get ready to get to the lab. Just hold on. Hold on. Yesterday I was like, whew, I was a little out of it, y'all. Okay, you guys give me a second. Uh like I said, I'm just getting back in the lab. Let me get this going the way I'm supposed to. And once I get this going, we can proceed with the show. All right. Give me a second, y'all. Hold on. All right. D free, my bad. I had to go on my Had to go in my room to grab something. What's going on, man? I see you up early moving. Get into the movie.
Hold up. This joint.
Get into the money. What up? What up, y'all? Peace, 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 peace. Happy Saturday to everybody.
It was playing in the background, so I had to cut that off first.
Oh, all right. Where you on your way to this morning, my good brother?
I'm out in DC doing a little bit of DoorDash while the wifey's at work. She had to do some overtime this weekend, today and tomorrow.
Damn, boy, y'all sure know how to get to the bag, man.
Yeah, I mean that's the only way you can go out here and be able to have a decent time. You got to be able to spend money sometimes.
Yeah, you got it, man. We in some rough times right now, but we'll get through them. We'll get through them. Bay, I see you. Yeah, shout out to Kano Loco, man. I gotta shit. I didn't even know Kano. I gotta holler at
Yeah,
Kano. I'm glad you mentioned that.
he was live this morning. I went over there. He was playing some Call of Duty.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. I didn't even know he was live. I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him. I like calling him and talking to him anyway because he's very knowledgeable. He could put you on the game. That's one thing I love about talking to Kano. Any questions I need on boxing, not fighters, but just boxing, man, that man sure could direct me to it. So he's like one of
Uh,
the number one people that I call. Number one.
I am grandkid free this weekend. The grandkids are over their aunt house. I had to go drop off a kitten to my other grandson because his birthday is coming up. So his father bought him a kitten.
Oh,
The
word?
kitten was only 5 days. Yeah, the kitten was only 5 days old. His eyes wasn't even open yet. I was like, oh, you. I said, you know, you're gonna have to hand feed him milk
Yeah,
with a
because
bottle.
that's taking him too soon from the mother. Yeah, he's fresh.
I'm like, this. I said, this nigga eyes ain't even open yet. That joint literally fit in the palm of my hand.
Oh my God, yeah, he got to feed him.
Yeah, so I had to take him up Pennsylvania. I picked him up from my neighborhood, well, around my area, and take him all the way out to Pennsylvania.
Damn, Free, I swear, Free, you might as well have a food truck the way you be moving around.
Yeah, I already told my wife. I said I do too much riding around. I said I gotta drive all the way out to DC to drop the grandkids off, sit over there, wait for my stepdaughter to get home from work at her
Yeah,
apartment, and then leave from there, go pick the kitten up, and then drive out to Pennsylvania, and then drive back home.
yeah, that's a.
I do a lot of riding around all day.
And let me tell you something. You drive just as much as a bus driver, as much as the Greyhound bus moves. Shit, you might as well be a bus driver. You drive just as much as they do.
I drive more than they do.
I swear you do. I
I'm
swear you do. I'm
I'm
starting
doing
to think
like
you.
I'm doing
I'm
like
starting to think you drive in your
14
sleep.
hours a day of driving. Hey, you might as well say I do drive in my sleep because I be damn near asleep when I'm driving. I'm running off for like 3 hours of sleep. I was up last night watching the fight with Thomas and BVO and them. We
Yeah,
called the
yeah. I was
fight.
listening. I was listening to y'all. Yeah, I was listening to y'all.
Yeah, we called the fight, and then I went to bed probably like around 1:30, and then my wife had to get up at 5:30 to go to work. So I'm going off for like roughly about 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah, I went to bed. Yeah, that was about what was it, about 11 something. That's the earliest I went to bed.
What's
Because
going
I'm
on,
to a
milk
point.
chocolate?
I'm getting to a point that if I have to get up and do this live early in the morning, I gotta go to bed at a certain time. I gotta go. So it's very important for me to get up and do it. So I'm like, you know what? Take your ass to sleep. And I got up 2 minutes. I got up 2 minutes to 7 o'clock. So it was probably like, yeah, like 6:58. So I was like, all right, you know what? You up? You got to stay up. Get yourself ready. So yeah, man. I had that interview last night for me was dope, man. That old girl, man, Mona, man. Real, I enjoyed that. I'm hoping to get her up there. I'm hoping to get her up there with y'all.
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw you live yesterday.
Yeah. Um, that she has a amazing story, very amazing. That other females out there who box, she could be a great influence. Like you look at her story and just know that anything is possible. Um, and that's the word for the day, possible, man. That's gonna be the word for the day, possible. Because when you look at it, anything is possible. It's because when she was telling the story free, I was sitting there saying like, when you're a man, you go through that. It's like okay, but when you're a woman going through that, and you're not just a woman, you're a mother of three. You've been incarcerated. They've tried many ways to get rid of you and just ghost you. It's crazy, man. I give it up to her. I give it up to her. I can't even say as a man I'd have been able to deal with that. That's just too much.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
That's
when you
crazy.
I'm fortunate enough that I've never been incarcerated. I've been arrested, but
Yeah.
I was never found guilty on anything. Actually, the case was thrown out because it was a mistaken identity. Um, but just those 10 days of me sitting in Valhalla, I'm like, no, I don't understand how y'all niggas do this. How y'all want this as
I
a
know.
life? Because I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sitting there looking at niggas. They coming in that joint looking like they just came home from being on vacation or something. Niggas in that joint smiling, hugging each other and everything. I'm like, nigga, y'all happy to be here? I'm like, no, I'm ready to get the fuck back home. But I
Yeah.
mean, some niggas they used to that lifestyle and that's all they know. But that's not for me. No sir, can't do it. Won't do it.
Yeah. What up, Boxing Wiz? Yeah. I don't know. For me, like I said, just hearing her tell the story. Um, I've heard stories before, but for some reason with her, it was a little different. Not just so
Yeah,
much because she's a woman, but also her being a mother. So I'm like, damn, it's crazy. And she's still going through some, she's still going through some things, but um it was good to it was good just to have her as a guest because like I said, we so caught up in doing chop ups with the popular fighters and the ones that everybody's familiar with. And sometimes you have to take a step back and get the ones that the people that maybe not be familiar with, because there's a whole world out there in St. Louis. There's a whole world outside of the city that you live in, um, rather people know it or not. And as dangerous as St. Louis is, it's a very dangerous place. Probably one of the most dangerous places in on the Midwest. But I think the questions that I asked her, Free, and what I was bringing to her attention, because it was deeper than just her boxing career. It was deeper than just getting signed to a promotional company. It was like all the shit you had to go through and the shit that you're still going through. How do you even focus? Because that's a lot. Um, being a single mother, so that's why a lot of the questions I asked her, they were valid because that's just a lot to go through.
yeah,
But I would love for everybody to have her on the show when they get a chance. It's worth it, and she comes to fight, and that's the great thing about it. So she gave out her social media. I just want everybody to go follow her. I'm gonna try to get out there to St. Well, I don't know when I can never touch St. Louis. It ain't gonna be no time soon. Shit, that could be another 2 years before I touch it. Probably depends on what happens in the next year and a half. But I would love to get out there to try to collaborate to do something with her And my other man, Jay Sutton, he's out there, try to come together and make something happen. What's this? Uh, man, I just call him Wiz. I mean, we all got names. Well, Free, I usually don't get into this, but I want to get into it because I have to get into it. I know you, my brother, and you're in this field, and you look forward to this every time this comes up. Tomorrow is football, man, and I know your ass is gonna be tuned in. What are you looking forward to tomorrow besides just the football games? Who's going down tomorrow?
I don't know. It's a this year it's been a year of unexpected um victories. I mean, it's pretty much wide open. You have a couple teams that's at the top of the league, but for the most part, it's pretty much wide open. You never know from one week to the next week who's going to win. It's you would think certain teams are going to win, and then you turn around and it doesn't play out like that. So I mean, I don't. I'm not even sure who's gonna pull out victory on tomorrow. I didn't even place no bet because it's so wide open. I try to place certain bets that I think that would hit as far as
Yeah,
like individual people, not teams per se, but it's wide open.
when you besides the team you love the most, right? You got to give credit where credit is due. We could be fans of the team, our hometown team, but there's any other teams that you look at and go, damn, they're a team to watch. They could potentially be a team that we might have to end up going up against.
I was asking, you probably can't hear me when I turn my screen off.
Oh, I said, besides you being Washington Commanders fan, right? That's your team. You're supposed to. But there's any time you look at any other teams and you go, damn, this team could potentially be a team that can go all the way.
Yeah, I look at a lot of teams like that every year. I look at teams and see who's the surprise team and who's the team that's the biggest disappointment. And this year, my surprise team, well, it's not really a surprise to me because I said they're my sleeper team. They're going to win the division. Is the Indianapolis Colts? Daniel Jones over there with the Indianapolis Colts is playing a hell of a season this year. They 7-2. They're the top of the league. They're tied for number one team in the league. Um, but yeah, they're the surprise team of the year.
Mm. It's the teams that you didn't. It's the teams that you're not used to being successful. But one time, correct me if I'm wrong, but because I was never a football fan, but I always stayed in tune with the players. At one time, Indiana was doing something, wasn't they? They were doing something once upon a time where there was a team that people was talking about.
Oh, that's right. When they had Peyton Manning, and then for a
Yeah, there they go. When you had Peyton Manning, yeah,
yeah, for a
yeah.
short period of time when they had Andrew Luck, they was pretty good. Um, but yeah, they was one of those teams when they had Peyton.
You know what? The Minnesota Vikings used to be mine. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was their logo or was it the team, but to me, they had a team that was pretty. They was all right. Minnesota was all right, man. I don't know what happened, but they was a team I used to always pay attention to.
One damn banana. Ain't this about it? They want one damn banana.
You know what I want to ask you, Free?
What's that?
How is it possible? Maybe you can answer this for me because I never knew the answer. I just looked at it for what it was. That after a while, when the team doesn't do too good, they can actually just sell the team and move them on to another place. Where did all that, if you have the answer to that, where did all that start? Where you could just be like, you know what, these guys ain't doing good here. Maybe it's time to go elsewhere. Maybe it's time just to get them the fuck out of here.
You talking about as far as players?
I'm not talking about players. I'm just talking about far as teams. You like you see how they could take a whole team and just move them to a whole new state, and you like, wait a minute, hold on, how's that possible?
That usually happen when ownership change, or if a team is in a state or a city and they not making any money. They're not making any money off that state. They're trying to give the team a new identity and start fresh. So they like what they did with the Cleveland Browns when they moved the Cleveland Browns to Baltimore. They wanted to give them a new identity, and they had changed owners. That was the main reason why they moved it to Baltimore because they changed owners, and he wanted to move a team back to Baltimore because the Indianapolis Colts used to be the Baltimore Colts, and then they left in the middle of the night and moved up to Indianapolis. Literally in the middle of the night, they left and moved to Indianapolis.
Damn, not the middle of the night.
Yeah, literally. They literally left in the middle of the night and left to Indianapolis, and that's where they started their franchise as the Indianapolis Colts. And so when the Cleveland Browns had got a new owner, he wanted to move the team back to Baltimore, so he moved the Cleveland Browns to Baltimore. That's why we have the Baltimore Ravens now.
Yo, you know what was the craziest move for me out of all the moves? And a lot of people think because I'm from New York, they will say the Brooklyn Nets coming to New York. That was crazy. That was probably the second. The first one was the Seattle Supersonics. That was mind blowing. The Seattle Supersonics becoming Oklahoma Thunder. That was crazy. That's where that one right there, that threw me all the way off. I didn't get that one. And me and my man Seattle Rick, shout out to my man Seattle Rick. Um, I remember having him as a guest.
I mean, a lot of teams. I mean, a lot of people saw that coming because they it was whispers of them moving to Oklahoma. It was whispers of that for a few. I would say probably a little over a year. It was whispers of that. So they we knew that they was going. If you paid attention to basketball, we knew that they was going to eventually move to Oklahoma. They had talked about it for a while.
But they haven't done bad. They've been to the finals twice, and then they just won the NBA finals. What, last year? What was it last year they won?
Yeah, they won last
This
year.
year? Last year, right? So they've been. But it just Pete, what up? It was a trip to see them go. When I heard that they were, first of all, I didn't know nothing about no Oklahoma. I barely knew about Seattle. I only knew about the team. So when they were moving, I'm like, Oklahoma. I said, what the hell is going on in the league? Didn't the Oakland Raiders move to Vegas?
Yeah, they're in Vegas. I mean, Oakland Raiders. They had moved a few times because they used to be the Los Angeles Raiders. When they was the
Yeah.
Oakland Raiders, then they was the Los Angeles Raiders. Then they moved back to Oakland, and now they in Los Angeles. Same thing with the Rams. The Rams was the Los Angeles Rams. Then they was the St. Louis Rams, and then they went back to Los Angeles. So I mean, you have a few teams that move around. That's like I said, it's nothing unusual. It's usually when they get new ownership. Usually when the teams change location.
Let me ask you something, D. If you were owner of a team, because you are a football guy, you're not just a fan. You're actually somebody who actually played football. If you are owner of a team, not a coach, let's say owner,
Uh huh.
what were some of the things you'd be looking for to do for the football team? What would you really the organization, I should say?
For me,
Yeah.
you said what would the organization need or what would they do?
What would it need? What would you do to change things that's probably haven't been done with that team?
Oh, I mean, first thing, the front office is going to be changed because I'm gonna bring in all the people I believe can run the team the way I wanted to run and be successful. The second thing is um, work on getting a brand new stadium because a lot of times these teams have been playing in the same stadium for tens of years. I mean, you got teams that have been in the same stadium for like since the beginning of their franchise, and their team is like 30 years old. So I would look to try to get a new stadium, um, revamp my team as far as the players and things like that. Other than that, I mean, I would try to put my team out there to be one of the top franchise teams as far as higher jersey sales,
Yeah,
merch, all types of stuff like that, and promote my team the best way I know how.
that's but you know what, Free, that's got to be a difficult job. I mean, we talk about people being coaches, but shit, to be the owner, it's like, woo, that's a lot.
I mean,
That's
but
a lot of pressure, and you
actually,
know,
when you're an owner of a team, it's not as difficult as you think it is because you put so many people in place that the owner
yeah.
is just pretty much the person that signs the check. He don't really do too much. Yeah, the person that's going to talk to um, people at press conference when they doing a major team move, but usually when it's involving the actual team, that's left up to the GM, the head coach, the scouting team, and things like that. But when you're doing a whole team with you getting rid of the front office and things like that, then that's when you usually see the owner talk to the people.
So you see the way you broke it down. It's like you'll walk in on your Joe Clark shit, just cleaning shit up. You know how Joe Clark walked in and he cleaned the school up and changed things around. But that'd be you, Free. You got to walk in and clean shit up.
Yes, I mean that's how you want to do. I mean, you got to if you want to have that. If you're a brand new owner, and you want that team to have a brand new start. A lot of times you have to shake things up, and you'll keep some of the you'll evaluate everybody. You evaluate everybody, and some of the things that you see that work, you keep, and the things that you see that doesn't work so well, you get rid of. That's what you have to do as an owner. That's almost with any company, not just football, just any company.
You ever sat down in a meeting where it was you and other top people, and there was somebody else in a high position, and they just got their walking papers that day? Like, "Look, man, this ain't working. We tried to go this route. We tried this with you, but it's not doing any good for the company." And
I mean, yeah, I've been in those situations because with my company, everybody that get their walking papers, they get them from me. So I've been in those situations where there's people that I actually brought into the company, and it hasn't worked out. So you had to let them go.
do people realize, Free, that do people realize that it's nothing personal, that it's business, and this is
Um,
how business works?
for the most part, they do because I let them know. Like it's been like a lot of the people that we deal with, a lot of them we become friends. We have uh, things, gatherings, and things like that where they can all meet up with us and have a good time. We'll have a outing at Dave and Buster's where everybody come out Dave and Buster's and you'll get $100 card where you can play as many games you want for that $100. So everybody get a card, and we have drinks, food, and things like that. And so we get a little close with the individuals, but we let them know that the business is the business, and outside of the business is your personal life. So for the most part, people understand. I mean, you have some every once in a while that take it a little personal, like, "Hey man, you know what's going on in my lifestyle and things like that."
Yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah.
no, I understand that, but hey, if I allow you to keep doing what you're doing, we both going to be in this situation. So it's not personal; it's business.
Yeah, some people tend to get the two mixed up, especially if you're friends with somebody. Um, it's it can be difficult at times, you know what I mean? But people have to understand that it's nothing personal. This is business, and people tend to get friendships and business um, mixed up. I think that's why sometimes free it's hard to do shit with people that you cool with, that you friends with, or maybe even family members. Because and Master P said this, that he had to cut one of his family members off, and I think the grandmama asked why you do that, and it was like you because he was destroying my business. I had to. Nothing personal, but this is how business works.
Yeah, it's never personal. Well, I ain't gonna say never. For me, it's never personal. I know certain situations in certain companies, people do things because of their personal feelings, and they're like, "Oh, I don't like this person. I'm gonna find a way to get rid of it." So I do
Yes.
know that that does go on. But for me, being though that all of the hiring and all of the disciplinary actions and the firing, it goes through me. None of this stuff personal because I tell them, I like, look, I'm not with y'all out there. I've been out there, I've worked the field and things like that. So this stuff is what I'm getting like, especially when I get a write up for an officer or whatever. I have to do my own investigating to find out if this is a legitimate write up, if this is a legitimate firing, because I don't want it to be a lawsuit against the company. So I got to make sure that everything is legit. And if it's something that you did that caused you to lose your job, hey, that's you. We didn't do it. You did it.
Yeah. Is it easy for you to be in the position that you're in now, free? Or one day you see yourself, like we said, the head guy in charge. You're in charge of the company. You think that torch will get passed down to you one day? And if it did, would you accept it? Or would that just be too much?
For me to do what?
Um, to be a owner, right, of the company.
I
Would
can
that be
do it.
too much for you?
Nah, it's not. It's not. It's not too much. Um, I could me and my wife we had thought about it for a while, but I wouldn't do it now because of her 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 situations. Like she can't have a lot of stress on her, so I wouldn't do it now because the slightest thing can cause her to have another stroke. So that I
Oh,
would never put her in a situation where something like that can happen. So I wouldn't do it now. But as far as me, nah, it wouldn't be too much for me.
the reason why I asked that is because it's like, oh God, I'm not just a regular. Not to say you are now, but it's like, oh shit, I actually run things. I actually run things. So now I'm like, I got to deal with all types of, I got to deal with all types of nonsense because people will come to you with the craziest excuses, praying for Mrs. Free. Yeah, Mrs. Free. Yeah, most definitely. Shout out to Mrs. Free, man. We don't want nothing happening. We don't want nothing happening ever to her or anybody. So we make sure that we'll continue to pray for Mrs. Free. But yeah. So you think people are afraid of ownership? Like not afraid of it, but it just they just be like, I don't want those responsibilities. It's a lot that comes with ownership, and I'm good where I'm at. I just like to no, that's too much.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people that don't want that responsibility. Even when it comes to just being a supervisor or a manager, a lot of people don't want that responsibility because it is a lot of responsibility. Um, your your freedom is pretty much non-existent for the most part if you don't handle your business correctly. You're gonna have to drop whatever you're doing and handle whatever situation is going on. You get a call that something went down at one of your sites, you got to go over there and take care of it. So yeah, it is a lot of responsibility for the most.
Yeah, because people tend to shy away from it, right? But you know what confuses me, Free? What confuses me with that is they don't want that. but then as soon as you get it personally, they want PC on them. I don't get that shit.
Yeah, and that's crabs in the bucket because they didn't want the position, but they don't want you doing better than them. So they want you to stay on the same level as them. Well, the position was offered to you, you didn't take it, so I'm gonna take it because I got things I'm trying to achieve in my life. So because you didn't take it, don't expect me not to take it.
You know what I never asked you? Out of all these years we known each other, this is something I never asked you. When you finally got things together and you got into law enforcement, um, I don't know who you were hanging around and who you were around then, but how did people treat you once you got in that field? And somebody might have saw you and haven't seen you in years, and they're like, "Yo, D Free, remember back in the days when we used to do this?" And you like,
Oh,
"Okay, but I'm not on that type of timing anymore. I got a wife, I got the kids, I'm in a different field now."
yeah,
Did you get
I had
anybody funny with you?
yeah, I had a dude walk up on me. That was at one of my sites. Well, he didn't walk up on me. I seen him, and I was like, "Hey, what's going on?" He was like, "Oh snap, what's going on, man?" I was like, "Ain't nothing." He was like, "Hold up." He like, "No, tell me this ain't true." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Man, if these people only knew who the hell they got in this damn uniform." I said, "Shut up, keep that between me and you." He like, "No, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just letting. I'm just saying. These niggas don't know who they got in this damn uniform."
But he was joking with you. Have you had anybody that was just like, it was, I mean, he wasn't judging you, he was just making a joke, but you got some people that it's like, I'm not in this life anymore, man. I got a wife and kid, man. Like, don't start treating me a certain way
Nah,
because you
I
see me
mean
in this position.
a lot of my friends told me I should do it. Like a lot of the guys that I used to hang on the street corners with and hang around the neighborhood with, they told me I should do it. Like my brother was the first one to said it, and he was like, "Man, you the only nigga around here that's never been arrested. Won't you do that?" I was like, "Why?" He was like, "Cuz nigga, you can look out for us. You can let us know when some things about to go." I said, "Shut up, nigga. I ain't doing, I ain't doing that." And then a couple of other niggas like, "No, no, for real. You should do that. You ain't like the rest of us." He said, "You really got something going on. And you smart. I know you ain't gonna be one of them crooked dudes or be one of those dickheads, but yeah, you might want to do that."
You
So,
know the
because
funny thing
I
that
had went
comes
into the military already, so a lot of these dudes knew that I was in the military.
the funny thing that comes with change is some people not accepting who you are, or not accepting what you do for a living, or just accepting that they don't want to see you, like you said, they don't want to see you doing better. They don't want to see you doing better. They don't want to see you being able to take care of your. People mindsets is nasty and disgusting. Um, because what they say no to, you say yes to it, but then they don't want you in that position.
Right,
I
right.
think that's the most disgusting thing that you can do, because if I say no to something, believe me, I have no interest in it. But I'm not going to wait till I see you get involved, or Vay or Josh Sanders, and then all of a sudden, oh, I want PC in that. It's kind of like, back me up on this, y'all. It's kind of like people in the hood are scared. I don't want to say scared, but a lot of people don't have no interest in taking their talent or whatever they can do, run with it, make something out of it, and become something, right? They just comfortable where they at. But then as soon as you become something and you become major, and they want you to do something for them, you don't come back to your community enough, you don't do this for the hood, and all of a sudden now D Free ain't shit. No Doug Zone ain't shit. But it's like, listen, the same opportunities that was given to me might have been given to you. You choose to do nothing with your opportunities. I choose to do something. So be it that I don't come around like that and you don't see me like that, I'm everything that you say I am. Shout out to my man Eminem. That was one of my
No,
my
you gonna always have people that say that. Like I had a couple of guys like, damn, no, you don't even come around no more. I was like, dog, you know, my job, I can't. And they were like, oh yeah, respect, respect. I understand that. So I like a lot of the dudes that I hung with, a lot of the dudes that I hung with, they they were genuinely my friends. Like I never hung with dudes that was snakes. I never hung with dudes that was jealous. I had people they got mad at times, but I never hung with anybody that was jealous. Like anybody I ever hung with, they genuinely wanted to see me do good, the same way I wanted to see them do good. And that's why I have the guy that's my kid's godfather. That's why me and him been so close for so long, is because we genuinely want to see each other do good. We ain't the type
Yeah.
that want to see only one person do good and the other one you stay below me. Nah. Anytime he got something going on, he let me know. Hey, D, you know you can do this, you can do that. And same thing with me. I let him know. Hey, you got this going on over in your area. I know you trying to put your movie out. Hey, go look at these people right here. They got actors that's available, and he's like, good looking out, and he go do what he got to do.
Yeah. I think it's just sad sometimes how we get you know, how we respond to each other's success. I think it's disgusting. Um there's no complimenting people, there's no supporting them. Um it's just a lot of criticism and putting your foot on people's neck. You know, he won't last long, she won't last long. That was a dumb idea, and if I had this money, this is what I would have did with it. When I hear that, I just shake my head and go, bro, well, like I said, you had the same opportunities I might have had, and you didn't take advantage of it. You decided to do nothing with your talent. This is why it's called wasted talent. A lot of people are just sitting around wasting their talent. And believe me, Free, no matter what city we come from, one thing about our people, we are very talented. I don't care if it comes to drawing or making merchandise. We are Jeff Spark. I see you. We are the most talented people on earth. But the sad thing about it is, a lot of us choose to do nothing with our talent. Because talent is not just rapping, singing, or playing sports. You got people who, you know, they can fix things. Um, there's a lady out here in Harlem after COVID, right? When they told her she had to get the COVID shot, she was like, "I'm not doing that." So she left her job. This lady went to 125th and started making socks. And she wasn't just making socks; she was designing socks where, after a while, it got out there so fast, everybody was going to get these socks. This lady made crazy money during COVID doing this. We talking about COVID. She didn't waste it.
Yeah, I mean,
You understand what I'm saying? We got too many people sitting around in the communities, whether it's the East Coast, West Coast, it doesn't matter. They're just sitting around and they got wasted talent. But boy, D Free, soon as you come up on something that sounds good, that they feel like they can capitalize off, now it's, oh, I can go to D Free, or hey, I know you ain't gonna forget about me. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. You ain't got to tell me that. I'm never gonna forget about the people that supported me. If I forgot you, it's because I never needed to remember you, because you never did anything for me. So I don't need you to remind me to not forget you.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, people are our people are weird, man. They just weird when they do that. And I go, don't try to make me feel bad and remind me of something that you don't need to remind me of. People, yeah, people kill me with that. But you know, criticism is always something that came with life. I used to always think that when you did bad, you got criticized, but I realized when you do good, you get the criticism is there. Bad or good is there, and it's not going nowhere. That's the scary thing about life. But you have to keep pushing. You got to keep going. Got to
Yeah.
keep. You got to keep taking care of your families. Because when it's all said and done, and when you leave this earth, you want your family to be all right. You want to leave a legacy behind. That's what I worry about, leaving a legacy behind. That's what I want to do. So I guess that's why I grind the way I do, man, as much as I can, because that's more important, man. You got a lot of fighters that don't care about living a legacy, but I don't know about you, Free. I want to leave a legacy behind. That's what I'm doing. Leaving a legacy behind is not just you having kids. Like I left a legacy, my kids. You can leave a legacy behind even if you don't have kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people get that twisted. Well, for you to leave a legacy behind, you got to have kids. Absolutely not. I don't know who told you dummies that. No, it's not necessarily true. What you do, whether people like you or not, and how you did it, and the things you accomplished.
When they say something like that, you hit them with the daggone the James Avery I mean not James Avery Amos off of Coming to America. Who told you that? You gotta have kids in order to leave a legacy. Who told you that?
Look, he's the prince. Who told you that? You mean Akeem's the prince? Yeah, he's in love with Lisa. Hey man, I'm about to watch that today. I'm about to watch that today. How come she gets all the good ones?
You say, I know you just here, you wanna sow your royal oath. Oh no, no, no.
Oh man, I'm gonna go watch that shit today. I'm in the Coming to America mood, and I never get tired of that movie, man. The second one was, but yeah, that first one, classic. Yeah, but for anybody who's thinking you gotta have kids to leave a legacy behind, I mean, you can have kids, but just I think people sometimes too are having kids for the wrong reasons, right? Because I don't know if you ever heard of this, Free, but you got people who say I want to have kids so I can leave a legacy behind, and I'm like, nah. And then as soon as you don't accomplish that, you be mad that you even had kids. Now you start treating them a certain way, right? As if they asked to be here. People get mad with their kids, but they be mad with themselves, but they get mad at the kids. I'm like, but the kid ain't, you brought the kid here though. How you mad? Nothing's going right in your life, so now you mad at the kid. Because whatever plan you had, you didn't follow up with it. Or it didn't go as well as you thought it would go. So now you mad at the universe about it. Like, come on, man, we got to make this make sense. Should just be crazy to me, man. I hate this.
Cause
You know what?
I don't appreciate you. I don't appreciate you having me at this damn store shopping for you while you on the live doing the live, and I'm sitting here shopping for you. You got me picking up
Shopping for you shopping for
70
who?
items.
Who
You
you
got me
shopping
picking up
for?
70 items. Look at your cart, dog. Look at your cart, and I still got
Hey,
26
hey,
more
hey, hey,
items to
player,
get.
hey, player, hey, player, hey, player.
Look,
That damn sure ain't for me, player.
and I still got
Free
26
phone
items
be.
to get. You-
He said, free phone be setting him up every live. I know, because you be trying to take pictures of him too, Ray. They probably got 100 pictures with your ass every time your phone freeze. Ray snapping a picture.
They ain't setting me up because see what y'all think y'all be setting me up. All y'all do is set yourself up. Y'all, Clarence knows.
No, but they
I
said every
just
time the phone. She
I
said every
know.
time the phone freeze, she take a
I'm
picture.
telling her that. I said, you know. You already
Yeah,
know. I just use that as ammo for me to fire back even more. Y'all not setting me up. Trust me, y'all not setting me up.
leave him alone, babe. Don't leave
It
it
is no
alone.
setup for me.
Don't do it to him, babe. Don't do it to him. Yeah,
They're gonna be like, man, this nigga he keep coming. I'm like, you started it.
you know what, babe? I can never say the kids mess it up though. Um, Now, I think a lot of times, however, a parent life turns out to be, it might have been good when they was young. It might have been bad, right? So what they trying to do is, okay, I made sure I wasn't like my parents, and I got to make sure my kids' life is not similar to mine, but just as better. And when it don't happen, you're disappointed in the child. But sometimes you got to find out what's going on with the child. Sometimes kids are not bad just to be bad. There's no such thing as kids being born bad. At some point, something goes wrong. And and check this, right, Free? Check this, right? Every child that comes out bad is not a child coming from a single parent home, because I know kids who come from both, where they got mommy and daddy, and they just sometimes the streets get a hold of them. Sometimes they experience things. When you get around other kids that's just out there, I mean, shit, shit happens. Um, it's just the way of the world, man. I think kids are a blessing. What I think is, if you don't want to have kids, then fine, don't have them. I know people who walk around, I can't stand children. They worse than that man in Harlem Nights. I told you I don't like kids. They bring me bad luck. That type of shit. Cool. Don't have them, but I think they're a blessing. It's just because of the world we live in and how some of these kids are set up, and what America keeps teaching, and what they keep putting on these commercials, what they keep putting on these TV shows, got these kids already either confused or they think they know what they want to be. That's what kind of makes people go, yeah, I don't want no, mm, I don't know about, I have my son actually be 18 tomorrow, which my other one is 17. Um, Tiff tells me all the time, when we gonna have a kid? I'm like, shit. Kids get more expensive. Baby food gets more expensive. I mean, New York alone as a city is expensive. You know what I mean? It's difficult. And you see what we going through now, what we going through today. Just imagine having anybody who just might have had a baby now. Anybody who might have just had a baby now, or they got multiple kids. If you look at what's going on right now, shit,
Who
they
got a
going
baby?
through it. They got to go
Who got a
stand on
baby
the
on the way?
bench.
Baby, you got a
What up?
baby on the way?
You said, baby, what?
I said, baby, you got a baby on the way?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, no, that's actually Ray, that's actually my oldest. Well, he's just a year older than his other brother. Yeah, yeah. You might as well call him my baby. He still is, even though he don't want me calling him that. I don't care. It is what it is. They 18 and 17. It is what it is. But yeah, he'll be 18, the big 1-8. Wow, it's crazy. My wife and kids already when we get together. I've never cheated. Created. Oh, created. Oh, wait a minute, Josh. You don't. Oh, Josh, I thought you. Damn, Josh, you ain't got no kids.
He said, not yet. Oh, I thought you said you had a baby on the way. I about to say, hold up, who popped that
I thought.
cherry?
I thought he. I was going to congratulate him like a motherfucker.
I about to say, who popped that cherry?
Um, you know, all my kids are step kids. Oh, you talking about you and her don't have none together? Oh, okay. Well, that's probably why y'all ain't had no kids. You probably said shit. That's it.
Hey, hey, Bay,
That's
hey,
it.
hey, 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 Bay, if you ever get pregnant and about to have a baby, your name will no longer be milk chocolate. Your name will be chocolate covered cherries because somebody popped that cherry.
Damn, you stupid. Yeah, you have none. Yeah, that's what I said. You have none. Period. That's why y'all ain't have. Yeah, yeah. I get you. If you got, usually in that situation, somebody will say, you know what? I have my children, but the one thing me and you don't have is that we don't have a child together. And that's when people be like, we got 4 or 5 children already. We don't need none. Yes, we do. Me and you don't have none together. And you like, look, we got 4 already, 5 already. Damn it, that's it. I
Yeah,
ain't about to bring it.
yeah, me and Vicky ain't got any together, but I got 5 and she got 4. We got a racket kid together.
Yeah, that's it. Now listen, y'all, let's be real. Let's be real. When we get to a certain age, y'all, if we didn't make it happen earlier, it's over.
No,
I'm just
it
being.
ain't over. It ain't over. That's why I said me and Vicky going to adopt a black Hispanic
No,
baby.
no. I'm talking about far as producing.
Oh no! See, this is what you do. This is how you produce a baby. You go in a house, you make love to your significant other, and then y'all go to the adoption office and pick out a baby. Wow, y'all produce the baby. There you go. There you go. You produce
Wait
the
a minute.
baby.
How does that even make sense? What?
It does make sense. You go, you have sex, and then y'all go pick up a baby from the adoption office. Y'all had a baby.
For future reference, y'all, do nobody listen to this fool. D Free is a certified bona fide nut. Don't listen to him. Jesus Christ. This guy. Wiz, what up? But yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is, man. But anybody who's not ready, uh, might want to hold back on that. That's all I'm saying. It's a lot that comes with it. Be sure that's the route you want to go. Um, a lot of parents be adopting kids just because they know there's a check behind it. Not saying you free because you already proved time and time again that y'all love kids, y'all take care of kids. But for all these other ones that's doing that, respectfully, I'm gonna need y'all to stop. Brings the babies. Yeah, Free's an idiot.
Me and Vicky got 8 kids right now. Them damn grandkids, they come to us like we their parents. Especially the 2 that live with us.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot, but because now the way what they doing to these kids nowadays too, and how they treating them, and their biological parents, the way they're treating them, we don't need that. If you don't want them, Jesus, go to the chop shop or just avoid it. Don't what y'all doing to these babies? Stop doing that shit. 'Cause they don't ask to be here. Cut that out. That shit is disgusting. It's disgusting. These
Oh
kids are
boy.
these kids are leaving out of here before they even get a chance to
He
even
did.
grow. He said, "Oh, nah, Josh, I feel you though. I feel you on that. But you got to get, hey, Josh, you got to get a couple Sanders running around. I never wanted to be a baby mama, but a wife, so there you go. Yeah, or do that. Yeah, I never wanted to be a baby father. I wanted to be more than that. And, I was telling
Josh,
my mentor
Josh,
this.
don't listen to what I said and go home and rip a mud hole in your wife. Tell me some free said if we do this, we can go to the adoption office and have our own child. When we trying to rip a mud hole in your wife,
Oh,
come on, free said
what
this.
was the party waiting to exhale? When dude was getting it on with Whitney. She said, "Great, now I'm gonna keep her at the damn zoo." She said, "Lionel, we got all night." He
Mm-hmm.
said, "You just don't know what I was thinking about doing to you." Yo, that part had me rolling. I was like, "Yo, fam." We She mentioned it a couple years ago, but I watched the movie. Carrie and said, "Yo, Josh is stupid." Josh said, "I pass on that. I'm Gucci." Yeah, man.
All I'm saying is don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me.
It could be a lot,
God,
yo.
God gave you the sense to make a choice. You chose to take what I said as literal.
It listen, it could definitely be a lot, fam. It could be a lot. All right, we got this hour in, man. That's good. I will be back, y'all. Not 6:05 because the fight is today. Um, I think I could come back at 6:05, but you know what? It's the prelims, so I'm not gonna come back 6:05. I'm actually gonna come back a little earlier than that. Um,
You gonna come back earlier than that.
yeah, because the prelims for the Ortiz and Lubin, you know, I'm a watch all that. Act, what up, man? So I'm thinking maybe about 3 or 4 o'clock. I'll be back. We're gonna talk about the Tiger Johnson when we come back, and as we talk about the Tiger Johnson, we're gonna add Lubin and Ortiz to it. As far as breaking that, this will be the third time I'm doing it, but we'll get into that. But when we come back, we're gonna definitely come back to talk about the Tiger Johnson. Very impressive performance. So we're gonna get into that when we come back, and then after that, that'll be pretty much it. Wait for RGM. He got something for your ass. Yeah, shout out to RGM. Yeah, he was looking different last night, Josh. Tiger looked, and I've seen Tiger before, but that was a different Tiger. Now, people once again won't give him his credit on that because then they'll go, "Who is that guy?" All the thing we know is that that guy was from Puerto Rico. We don't know nothing about him. That's how people do. It's just hard to give people their credit because that opponent that's standing across, because you're not familiar with that opponent, that's what people do. Who is he? That's what y'all all gonna continue to do. You know, if that person that's standing across that ring is not a name, a big name, um, y'all won't give people credit. It's crazy, but that was the most impressive that I've seen him look. Such a sharp counter puncher. Yeah, it was that. I was just mad that they're damn. I'm gonna get into it when we come back. You referees, like I can't tell you how to do your job, but I'm gonna need y'all asses to know that when a man is hurt, when a person is hurt, man or woman, we need y'all to jump your asses in there a little quicker. Sometimes a count ain't even necessary. Sometimes we just need y'all to jump in there and save their ass. Sometimes we need y'all to do that. You know, before that towel gets to get thrown in, sometimes we need y'all to jump in there and go, okay, it's enough. Y'all don't need to do a count. You don't need the fighter to tell you a lot of times to come walk to you. A lot of times them dudes be done. They be having Roman noodle legs and y'all telling them to come to you. Man, sometimes you just got to weigh that shit off, man, when they taking too much. But great performance by Tiger. We'll be back to talk about it. I enjoyed
All right.
it. So free. While you
Yo,
in there, make sure you pick up the honey buns, man, because I need those for the fight tonight. So pick those up.
I got you these.
Oh yeah, it's lit tonight. Oh yeah, it's on tonight. I'm gonna be Professor Clump tonight.
You gonna be for Professor Sticky Fingers. Your fingers gonna have a bunch of sugar on it.
I ain't got time for you. Yo, I'm gonna post up when I'm coming back live because I wanna be sure. So he said, was that what? All right, y'all have a good one. Yeah, that's why I'm getting off because you get ready to go live. So I'm getting off. We're gonna come over there. He said, "Little Debbie's honey." Marie was, oh man, she coming late now. We get ready to get off, Marie. We're gonna go over there to where Vay's at. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. We'll be back later on the day. It won't be 6:05. It'll be a little earlier. I'll set it up and I'll let y'all know. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. You know what it is. It's the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go.